Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today, na Thursday, number 23 day for this month of June 2022. My name na Capo Daniel, the Deputy Defense Chief and the spokesman of the Ambazonian Governing Council, aka Sense Pass King, our own countryman. Wanna welcome for our daily podcast, a program where they bring meaningful information, facts-based analysis for help we guide our way through this journey to freedom, the independence of Ambazonia. Good people of the southern Cameroons, citizens of Ambazonia. Ambazonian students them where they for inside Erat, the School for Research, Agricultural Research and Development, where they for Bambui, they still be in shock following how one of the school officials them, Hila Fonkwan, be order me picking them go chapier all farm product them where they be done grow them. For inside farm way the corn they be done the ripe because say you want use that land for purposes where it no be clear. This one it show the attitude of La Republique du Cameroon, the administrations, where they take decisions, they need to mind about the people, their welfare, as then they for exploit our people at all costs. They care less about the well-being of our people or the preservation of their livelihood. The Ambazonian community, as well for inside Meme, for Kumba, as one motor idan tumble, our people then for day them be in shock and would call for driver them for run within their speed limits. The vehicle, it capsized. There was no ambulance. Citizens them, they used their bare hand for try for cut through metal them for remove passenger them for inside the motor. It show how our country it can be abandoned. The Doctors Without Borders will be the try to provide ambulance services across our territory. La Republique it don't kick them out. Today our people then they suffer and they die because of lack of ambulance services, simply because La Republique du Cameroon they no care. Even the little one will get them, they don't take them. Their military bases around our country, then get ambulance services where they need to use them for service our population. We need to be independent and for be able to take care of our own. Disgrace Samuel Eto'o, where they don't convict him for fraud for Spain. He dey under pressure as the court for Spain, they don't submit document for FIFA. Say somebody will get a criminal record, not supposed to be the head of any football federation. Samuel Eto'o's status as the president of FECAFOOT it be under questions. It show we say what goes around comes around. For all the blackmail and propaganda and insensitivity for the Ambazonian people, then where some of them are fan for Samuel Eto'o. Eto'o fees it be disgrace our people for come for our school and for inside Victoria for speaking French to picking the way they need to hear French and for use itself for denigrate Ambazonia their dignity and for show insensitivity for our pain of war just for secure a position and for please Pobia as to become the head of FECAFOOT. The gods are certainly not dead. Months and months they ran the past since La Republique du Cameroon the arrest over 40 bike men them for inside the Uko where they be go bury their colleague where die. They hope it be dwindling by the day. The family they still be intimidated for speak out by La Republique du Cameroon where they promise to come burn their house and for kill them if they talk which way it happen. 16 of those boys their whereabout not be known. Them be feared death. Lawyer them way they try to go see the picking them for inside prison. They need to still get access. We not still know the whereabout for the remaining one them way they be done transfer them someone for up station. Other than they be take them go down for inside La Republique du Cameroon comes them for Bafut Airport. For deep liberation update, the president of the Ambazonian Governing Council, the leader of our War of Liberation, Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba, he then released a statement yesterday. The statement he talks say, last Sunday, I spoke to you about a series of meetings with major stakeholders in our war of independence. Some of the meetings were domestic with the hope for bring the leaders them together and for reduce the gap where they between them. They then review the operation them and strategy them and plan them with the view of recent development on how for big capacity for we for strengthen ground zero in order to defeat La Republique. If further explain for the statement, say the other meetings it be involve international diplomacy, where it be being for review for check the progress for the issue concerning negotiated settlement between our country and the butchers of La République du Cameroon, as they done already put them for the communication for the governing council and the State Department officials them. The president of the governing council, Dr. Cho Ayaba, he further for explain, say he and the vice president, Dr. Julius Ni, they be meet up with the Switzerland, their special envoy, where be accompanied by officials them for the HD. The HD, now the NGO for the Swiss process, and together with another third party, where it be unnamed. After the meeting, Dr. Cho Ayaba, he talk say, it be only if he conclude, say, the West people them, the Western country, them be confused, and they confused between, for make things that may be stable, or for follow the law, international law order, when I supposed to make and say me guarantee peace and stability, or for the other hand, for keep a dictatorship where they keep people anyhow, commit genocide, where if you only bring chaos and more fighting in the future. So now they think then this way the international community that they contemplate, they think and with the see now this kind of contemplation, it don't make people that are over die for Central African region. It talks say the international community, mainly Western country them, they never be prepared for ready stand for who the international law them. For the past 70 years, it talk say we don't see how since World War II, the law them, international law them, where they be men for keep stability and for preserve independence and sovereignty of a country them, they be undermined by ego and selfish interests for Western country them. Tyrants them, dictator them, where they guarantee forceful stability and then allow the exploitation for their country them. They put them for before as a solution for Africa. Other people, the way they stand for justice and for peace and for positive progress for their country. He said the result and say over 50 genocide them, it don't happen across the globe since Second World War. And it always end by the international community then come for can join for talk say never again and for set up tribunals them for try for see punish some of people they be commit this genocide. It talk say my country people them for 1995 we be asked ourselves for carry gun. 5 years ago we don't do the same thing again. Today I dey ask all Ambazonian them where then they for fighting age for join this fight. I dey ask all our forces them for train all picking them where them be above 18 years old. We need for prepare for war. If youths that they remain idle, they go continue for be harassed, raped, and massacred by Cameroon military. The Cameroon their action them, their atrocity them, now for demoralize our people and for traumatize them. We must therefore stand up and fight with glorious armor, or we go perish inside fear and doubt and ignorance. And if we fail to take action in the face of this crime, the way La République they commit them against our population, later La République the action them and the treatment for our people, it will even be worse than what we even imagine them. It talks say we must arm ourselves to the teeth. The war must choose between a rule-based system that respect international boundaries and values, or tyrants them, where they go continue for the keep chaos and instability, because we will never give up our right, and the international community must know that. It's a Cameroon that choose genocide over justice, war over peace and stability. The war must decide or forever blame for negligence and abandoning their duty. For us, Ambazonians, we have only one duty: to fight to the end against tyranny, occupation, and enjoy a free, prosperous, and independent Ambazonia. Dear Ambazonians, he continue for talk. La République du Cameroon, we don't know for inside the Ambazonia Governing Council, say that the plan for use the Ambazonian Governing Council our ultimatum for treacherous people them, for collaborators and enablers, and people the way they do on patriotic acts, such as the lawyers, like the public the plan for go behind our ultimatum and then for do baba things them, for pretending that we Ambazonian they do am. Make our people them the understand say like the public it go stage kidnapping for ransom for people them who would then threaten them as well. It go torture them. It go carry out judicial execution, extrajudicial execution, like the style where they be doing for Barrister Keminde. The Ambazonian Governing Council, it go to serve with pride and it go always take responsibility for their action them. But make our people they open their eye as even innocent lawyer them and people the way they look like they amongst the category for people the way would then give them warning and ultimatum like the public to Cameroon they plan for use their own military and their own sources for catch them and kill them in a horrified manner in order for blame them on we. So make all man be mindful of this fact. Dr. Cho Ayaba he remind we say they at war. Say as they've gone ahead they point them for our face. Make we make sure say make we not bend our face for down, but make we look and back for inside eye onto La Republic it go blink. This land now our own, now our heritage. There will be no compromise because independence means independence. Let me hear you repeat this. Independence means independence. My fellow country people them, thank you for standing up against treachery, traitors, genocidal and occupational forces. Cameroon is defeated. Walk like a giant and begin to take control of our great nation. Fund your soldiers. Give them advice with love and care and always assist them to wipe all the traces of colonialism in our territory. Independence means independence. Signed, Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba. Capo Daniel, signing off.